Let me read it with you, Brother Solomon. Go to 1 Corinthians 11. Let me quickly show you something. 1 Corinthians 11. 1 Corinthians 11. I want to show you something. What has been commanded to us to do when words of the Bible is coming out. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is who? Is Christ, right?
We. And the head of the woman is the man.
Who is the head of the woman? But in the word that we have today, who is the head of the woman? The pastor. The pastor is the head of the woman. While the head of the man is who? The woman. Because the woman is the one running what in the house? Is the one controlling. If you misbehave and the woman says you are not going to eat, you are not going to what? You are not eating. Read that again.
Chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ. And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Christ is God.
So the head of Christ is who? Is God. Read.
But every man praying and prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Any man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. Who is the head of the man?
Jesus.
So every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, who is it dishonoring?
Come again.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, who is it dishonoring?
It's Christ.
It's Christ. Do you understand what I'm bringing out? Do you get? Go to the book of go to the book of Revelation 19, read verse 10.
So when praying,
Or prophesying. No. That's what the Bible just said. Yeah, that's what the Bible just said. For man. Do you understand that? We're going to read that again so you can get what we're reading. Old Revelation 19:10 and go back to 1 Corinthians 11. So it's going to tell us who is to cover the head and who is not to cover the head. You understand? Read 1 Corinthians 11, 3 and 4 again.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3.
Read.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
Read.
For if every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. The head of the man is who? Christ. Right? Now let's show you what prophesying means. Now go back to Revelation 19:10.
The book of Revelation chapter 19 verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, sit thou doest it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy.
For the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of what? Prophecy. So who have we been speaking about since? It's Jesus. So now go back to 1 Corinthians 11 verse 4 again. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 4 and read that again.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So it said every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. So you admitted Christ is your head. So when we are speaking about Christ, what should you do? Definitely. So that's the first step of repentance. Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that? All praises, all praises, all praises, all praises. So that's the first step of what? Repentance. Repentance. And let's see what that is going to do to you. Go to Psalm 111 verse 10. Psalm 111 verse 10. Let's see what that's going to do to you. When you start obeying God's commandment, let's see what it's going to do. Psalm 111 verse 10. Let's read. Okay, 111 verse 10. Read.
The book of Psalm 111 verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding of all they that do his commandment.
He said, a good understanding of all they that keep what? His commandment. That keep what? His commandment. His commandment. Now, I'm going to show you another commandment. Let's talk about the beards. Let's talk about the beards. You know, a lot of times when you go to work, what do they tell you at work? Before you come to work, what must you do? Do clean what? Let's see if it's right or wrong for us to do. Read that.
The book of Leviticus chapter 19 verse 27. Ye shall not round the corner of your head, neither shall thou mark the corner of thy beard.
Thou shalt not mark the corners of your beard. Thou shalt not mark the corners of your beard. Go to 21:5.
The book of Leviticus chapter 21 verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
He said, thou skodo. You know what skodo is? Gorimapa. They will take it, they will shave off all the hairs on your head. Read.
Neither shall thou shave off the corner of their beard.
Thou shall you shave off the corners of your beards. Read.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
So we should not make what? Tattoo. But when you go to church, what will your pastor tell you? Your pastor will tell you you should not make tattoo, right? But will he tell you not to shave? To leave your beards? Will he tell you that going to the barber to cut off all your hair is something good? No, he will not tell you that. But he will only tell you that don't make what? Cuttings in your flesh, right? But the Bible is telling you that we should not what? Cut off our beard. Let's see how our forefathers saw the beards when they shave it off from them. Let's see how they feel. Go to 2 Samuel chapter 10 verse 4. Let's see how our forefathers felt when they shaved off their beards. Let's see how they feel. If they feel very happy, if they feel very comfortable with it, shaving off the beard. Do that.
Therefore, Anna looked at 2 Samuel chapter 10 verse 4. Wherefore, Amnon took David's servant and shaved off one half of his beard.
So Amnon is the king of the Ammonites. He took the servants of David, he shaved off one half of their beards. Read.
And cut off their garments in the middle.
So he cut off their garments in the middle. And you see today, what do our boys do? They do sagging, abi? So let's see how they feel about this thing. They've cut off their beards. They've cut their garment in the middle. Read.
Even to their buttocks.
Read.
And send them away.
Send them away. Read.
And when they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed.
Said the men were greatly what? Ashamed. The white man has destroyed us. So when you shave your beard, you don't feel what? You don't feel ashamed anymore. You feel what? You feel happy, like you are a small boy. You see an aged man that should have gray hair on their head, on their face. They've what? They've shaved everything off. Because they want to look what? They want to look young. They want to look like fine boy. But give me the Donovan Bible Dictionary. Let's read something. Let's read something. So it's going to show you how important the beard is as a people. Beards. This beard is going to show you. It's a dictionary of Bible dictionary that even the scholars were the one who wrote these things. It's going to show you. Read it. So it said,
let him read it.
Zonova Compact Bible Dictionary.
So that's it. So go to beards, and it's going to show us what beard is.
bears a badge of manly dignity. A badge of manly dignity.
So beard is a badge of manly what? Dignity. It's showing that you are what? You are aged. Look at this boy here. Does he have beard? What does that make him? It make him a boy. But when you start having beard, is what? Is the badge of what? Manly dignity.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role